The biggest domino of the 2025 NBA offseason has already crashed to the hardwood. Kevin Durant is a Houston Rocket. That bombshell move sent shockwaves across the league. And while the summer's other mega prize, Giannis Antetokounmpo, appears to be staying put in Milwaukee, don't think the chaos has subsided. Far from it. The NBA's offseason storm has just begun to churn, and we're still staring down a gauntlet of unanswered questions that could determine not only who hoists the 2026 Larry O'Brien Trophy, but also which franchises get left behind in the dust of this new era. Let's break down the 8 biggest questions that remain and why they could rewrite the future of the NBA. 1. Are the Celtics done dealing, or just getting started? At the start of the offseason, Boston was deep in luxury tax hell. A staggering $493 million payroll had them roughly $22 million above the second apron line, with little flexibility under the new collective bargaining agreement. But the vision was clear: run it back, contend again, and recalibrate after 2026. That all changed in an instant. Jason Tatum's devastating Achilles injury flipped the script. With no real shot at a title next year, Boston began reshaping its roster and its books. First, Jrue Holiday was shipped to Portland. Then, Kristaps Porziņģis was rerouted to Atlanta. Just like that, Boston slid under the second apron, giving them a chance to reset. Now the question isn't what they have to do, it's what they want to do. Sam Hauser, on a team-friendly $10 million deal, could be the next to go. If Boston finds a trade partner with a mid-level exception, they might duck the luxury tax altogether, a move that could reset their repeater penalties and save them a fortune down the line. Ownership may be willing to eat losses in the short term if it means a clean slate when Tatum returns healthy and the next title window opens. So don't count Boston out of the headlines just yet. They may still have more tricks up their sleeve. 2. Are the Nets ready to cash in as the NBA's dumping ground? Right now, the road to financial freedom for most teams runs straight through Brooklyn. Armed with north of $59 million in cap space, the Nets are in a position of rare power. They've already absorbed Terrence Mann's contract from the Clippers in exchange for a first-round pick, and they're far from done. Expect desperate teams to come begging, offering premium draft capital just to unload toxic contracts. But here's the twist. Brooklyn doesn't have to play the part of salary dump facilitator. They could flip the script entirely. If the Nets want to push the envelope, they could use their space to sign players outright, like Miles Turner, who currently lacks a clear suitor outside of Indiana. Or they could chase young, underdeveloped talent with untapped potential, overpaying restricted free agents to pry them loose from incumbent teams. Don't sleep on the Nets. Whether they go full Sam Hinkie mode or throw a curveball into the free agent market, they control the board, and the rest of the league knows it. 3. Can the Mavericks find a guard to balance their giant heavy roster? Let's get one thing straight. The Dallas Mavericks have a bizarrely built team. After trading Luka Doncic, a move still reverberating through the league, they're left with a Frankenstein's monster of a roster. 3 starting-level centers, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively II, and Daniel Gafford. 2 starting-caliber power forwards, Cooper Flagg and P.J. Washington, and a pair of capable small forwards, Najee Marshall and Klay Thompson. But you know what they don't have? Guards, dribblers, playmakers. They had eyes on Jrue Holiday, but Boston beat them to the punch. Now they're scouring the market for a veteran guard who fits their defense-first identity. Rumors have linked them to 40-year-old Chris Paul, a possible Band-Aid solution. But is that enough? GM Nico Harrison is known for zigging when others zag. and sometimes when common sense screams otherwise. Will he finally construct a balanced roster, or stick to his oversized vision and pray it works? 4. What's LeBron's next chess move? The King hasn't made his decision yet, and the league is holding its breath. LeBron James has a player option, and while many believe he'll remain with the Lakers, especially after they drafted his son Bronny, the door is slightly ajar. Could a surprise contender lure him away for one final ring chase? Or will LeBron double down in LA, reshaping the roster around one last dance?